Morning everybody out there, this is Jamie with Real Caliber Outdoorsman. Today I'm gonna just do a little profile on a little fly that we use here on the East Coast, Canada, Nova Scotia. It's called my version of the Black Zulu. I've been using it for a number of years now, and it really catches a lot of trout. A lot of brook trout early in the season, whether it's in the lake or the stream. I really enjoy tying this fly. I mean, it's real easy, and that's what I'm all about as far as flies go. Easy tying flies that catch fish. So here we go. The hook that I'm going to use today is a number 10 mustad hook. Reference number 9671. That's the type of hook it is. Thread, I'm going to use 6/0 unithread, and just start tying it on here at the front of the hook. Now, I'm not going to try to teach you guys how to tie any flies here. I'm no expert. I'm just going to show you the type of fly that I use. My methods of tying might be a little different than yours, but in the end, I think we both get the job done and we catch fish. That's the main thing, right? So, what we're going to do here is wind my thread right to the back. I like to put a base of thread on the whole hook anyway, right? Some people start at the back. Then I work my way forward. First thing I'm going to tie in is the red thread there. It's going to make the tail. So I'll give myself some room up here by the eye to later tie in the hackle. So I'll start the yarn back a little bit, and I'll just do some tight wraps right all the way back. I'll keep that yarn on the top of the hook too, right? And like usual, you go to the barb of the hook, usually right around there, nice and tight. And I just stretch the material back about 1/4 inch, give it a pop there, and I'll trim off the front of the yarn. So there, we got a nice little tail. I don't like to, I like to keep my flies a little sparse with the material. I don't feel you have to really put on like heavy yarn for the tail or heavy hackle. Next, a little bit of it's a very fine tinsel. I got it at a sewing shop, didn't get it at the fly tying shop, but it works the same, right? It's very fine. Sometimes little means more, right? So I like this fine stuff for this fly. So we'll tie that in first. I'm gonna wrap my body with that later, right? So we'll put that in. I should just keep it on the side here. Just bring it back close to the back of the tail where we wound that in. Put it there. Wind back forward. We're going to tie in our body material, just some black thread. Again, I'll tie this in back a little ways from the eye of the hook, just to remember to leave room for your hackle. I'm just going to tie that in at the front. I'm going to wind my way to the back and then forward again. Nice and tight wraps. Like I said, you guys that tie flies out there, you know what you're doing. I'm just showing you the fly that I like to use. It's a good way to pass the winter by, I tell you that. I'm getting itchy to get out there, get some trout, but you gotta be prepared, right? So there's no better way than to tie some flies up, make sure your box is full for the upcoming season. That's what we're doing. We got our trip to the Humber River all planned for 2014. Should be a good one. Hope you guys checked out those videos there of last year's trip. It was a good trip, I tell you that. There we go. So now we got our body all laid down there. Now we can take that tinsel we tied in before and just give that a few wraps through the body. Now this hook size is a size 10. I mean, I've got flies tied up that are size 16, real small, and they catch the big trout, I tell you. So I mean, it all depends on where you want to fish, in the lake or the streams. The size of hook you want to use, right? Good pattern. Alright, so the tinsel's tied in. It's time for some hackle. So I was going to take a piece here, long strand. I mean, you know, whatever works for you, right? If you want a high hackle or low, this is what, about, I don't know, ½ inch going around. Some people like to strip the hackle like that, put it on, or you can go like this, nip that off, pull your hackle out a bit there, and then just use your scissors and nip a few fibers off there. It helps lock it in when you turn it on there with your thread. So you put that on there like that. And just, you know, 3 or 4 turns. 1, 2, 3. Lock your hackle in. You can pull your hackle back a little bit there if you want, and then start wrapping it. I'm not that good at, I always have a few fibers hanging out the front, but I just trim them off. Like I say, my flies aren't the prettiest, but they do catch fish, and that's what the main thing is, right? Just nip off a few of these, right? Give yourself room to make a nice little head. Alright. It's a little whip finisher out here. 1, 2, 3. There's, you do it twice. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Trim the thread. Add a little dab of head cement, bobbin. You put on 2 coats or 1. Let the first one dry, obviously. There you go. That's my little version of the Black Zulu. I mean, some people tie it with the black hackle. Brown, black, all works the same. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Like I said, check out our channel at Real Caliber Outdoors. Look for upcoming videos. We're doing stuff all the time. Thanks now. Have a good one.